You guys are in for a treat. So first off, I'm feeling a little bit better. I still have a low grade fever. I tested. Okay, here's the bizarre thing about the COVID thing. Actually, this will be my first video, and then I'm going to do two others before I really, really, really rip on someone. I'm going to leave it up on this one. You can guess who it is. I'll call. Piggy decided to act up, so he's gonna get a spanking from Jay since he needs one. But yeah, so what happened to me was story time. Do I have to announce it? Was Sunday night. I went to Walmart to get some supplies, because it's the apocalypse and apparently everybody and their mother needs toilet paper. What the fuck is it with the toilet paper? Seriously, did everybody just find out? I mean, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, when it really started kicking up, did everybody go, okay, there's a pandemic coming. We're gonna shit. We're all just gonna fucking shit. We're not gonna stop shitting. I'm shitting right now thinking about the pandemic. Run to Costco. Fight people. If you see an old lady, kick her in the fucking side. I don't care if you break her rib. Just make sure the toilet paper comes home. Oh God. Oh God, we're gonna shit. There's not gonna be enough toilet paper. I mean, not to be gross or anything like that, but do you not have a shower? If shit got really bad, do you not have like a towel, an old one you could probably toss away, maybe even wash after you like rinse it out and shit like that? Are we not inventive at all anymore? These people are going bad shit for toilet paper. Stop taking all the fucking toilet paper. It's getting really fucking annoying. It's already been, we have to go through this for another month at least with this shelter in place stuff, which now I'm all for. But Jesus Christ, stop it already. So I had been around, the only person I'd been around consistently, because all my other friends are sequestered, was Steve. And Steve had this little cough that it was like a dry cough, but it was kind of like a cough somebody gets every now and then. I can't explain. It was kind of a, nothing I thought COVID or whatever. I wasn't worried. So what happened was Sunday night, went to Walmart, got some supplies, and let me tell you, that was an ordeal in itself. Why did I even think I could get one roll of paper towels? Why did I think that? Because I'm a fucking idiot, that's why. I thought, yeah, there'll be one roll of paper towels. No, there's no rolls of paper towels, and they jacked up the price of everything else. You want to get anything to clean your house? Forget it. You might find a mop handle broken in half somewhere or stuck up somebody's ass who was trampled to death while somebody else got toilet paper and ran over him. I don't know. But yeah, everything was out. So got what I needed. Horrible, horrible day. I had a huge fight with someone that I'm not going to mention. Huge, horrible fight. Two of my closest, I want to say friends, Eric and like Sexy Monkey know who I'm talking about, but it's just really personal and really just, I'm keeping to myself really bad. So that just weighed on me. I was having the shittiest day ever. So I dropped Steve off home. I'm driving home and I noticed that my stomach started to feel really bad. And I had not eaten really anything spicy or anything weird that I could think of. There wasn't any like chili or anything like that. The only thing I'd had was like a Wendy's Frosty. And so I'm like, it can't be that. I get home thinking, it's nothing. I lie down, start watching TV. My stomach starts to extend, or feels like it's extending, like I'm fucking 9 months pregnant. I get gas, everything. I'm like, it's bubbling. And then I start burping and then not being able to burp, but feeling it like indigestion like you wouldn't believe. Okay, then this shit started. Oh my God, did I get the shits? But bad shits. Stomach cramping, then just stomach cramping. It was just spray shit. Spray shit for about, 2 or 3 hours, right? Then the fever started. So then my fever was like, I started to feel really hot. I was going between hot and really, really cold. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. So luckily, I remember where I kept a thermometer because they never use one. I use it and it was 99. And I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. Tried to sleep. I could not sleep. So this is Monday at this point. Wake up, take it 100 degrees. Gonna give it a little time. I'm so ill prepared for everything in life. I had Advil. That's all I had at that point. I had no Tylenol or I don't know, whatever people use when they're sick. I don't know. I pretend I'm not all the time. So, I run on evil and I figure that will cover me. So what happened was, gets to 103, 104. And I'm like, this shit's not funny anymore. So first I called a couple friends because that's what you do, right? Because they give you different advice. I called my cousin. I'm like, what do I do? She's like, oh, my cousin's such a planner. She's so perfect. I wish I could be like her. I really do, but I cannot. She is like the MacGyver of everything. She has 2 kids. She's got a husband. She's a planner. I'm going to do a whole video on her in itself. But yeah, so I called her. I'm like, what do I do? She's like, okay, here's what I know with the COVID thing. Do you have any chest, upper respiratory symptoms? No. Okay, that's good. So you're gonna watch for 1-2 days. Now you might start to feel a little bit better. Okay, but if you start to feel a little bit better, this does not mean you're out of the woods. No, because I just read something from the World Health Organization that says you could go up again after 3 or 4 days, and the peak will hit then. Then you'll feel really bad. Okay, do you know your nearest emergency room? Do you know their number? Call them up. Be sure you call them up because you don't want to start, getting other people sick before you get there. There's testing centers. There's one here, and actually, I'm going to Google another one right now while I'm burping my baby. It's like, oh, okay, I gotta go. So I called another friend, and she's just, oh, there's another part to the story. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. That morning, when I have the 101 degree temperature, okay, before I call my friends and their insane advice, I get a job offer. Oh God. This fucking kills me. You have no idea. This is my karma. This just is. I get a job offer. I can't even say it. I want to cry. For $40 an hour. It's a 3-week, 4-week job. $40 fucking an hour. They put me up in a hotel. A hotel. Doing, ironically enough, COVID work. Like, they give you the personal protection equipment and all that. $40 an hour. You're guaranteed a lot of overtime too. You'll be working a lot. The overtime is $60 an hour. All I had to do was check in the next day or call them that day and let them know I could be at the hotel the next day, check in by 7 p.m. The job was mine. As long as you don't have a fever and you're not sick or anything like that. Motherfucker, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, why doesn't God just come down and beat the shit out of me? Just bring it the fuck on already. I'm so sick of your shit. I swear to God, Steve's going to have a coronary with this. But fine. Okay, so that happened. I'm so pissed about that. Luckily, and that was one of my friend's advice. I was like, oh my God, I think I have corona. I don't know what's going on. And she's like, well, you know what the cool thing about that would be? Is like, what if you did have corona? You could be really in demand again because that job probably will be there like 3 to 4 weeks. And you could kick anybody else who's in line out of the way because then you would have immunity from having it. So maybe it'd be good if you had corona. So she's not my friend anymore. But no, I'm kidding. She did say that though. And I was like, I gotta go. So I called my doctor up. And my doctor's like, okay, you're gonna go get tested. And I'm like, I don't even know if I can get tested. I don't know who's supposed to get tested. He's like, do you have a fever? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yes, the other symptoms. I'm like, yeah, but I got a lot of stomach stuff. That doesn't go on with it right now. He's like, actually, that's what they're starting to find out. It is starting with, the shits, basically. I'm like, fuck me. So I go over to the local ER. Again, I should just have a punch card because this year's been a fucking shit show. I've been fine up until this point. Fine. So I go over there. I start walking up to the emergency room, and I see this guy come out, the security guy with his mask. He's like, halt! I'm like, it's just me. What militia do you see behind me? He's like, what are you here for? And I'm like, Lambada dance class lessons, obviously. What the fuck do you think? I'm like, I don't feel well and everything. He points to a sign, keeps doing this shit. And first of all, I'm thinking he's got a tick. And I'm like, what the fuck? He points, there's 2 tents I've missed, a blue tent and a white tent. And he's like, look at the sign, go call the number on the sign, can't come in the emergency room, call the number on the sign. I'm like, okay, calm the fuck down. So I go and look at the number on the sign, and the number on the sign says something like, if you have fever, cough, whatever, call this number, don't go in there. I'm like, all right. So then a nurse comes out, and she's like, all in gear and shit, although they're 80 feet away from me. She's like, call the number on the sign. She's like, and they're going to register you, and then you'll be able to be seen. I'm shivering at this point, and I have to shit. I want to shit. And the ER is right there. Let me shit. No, they're not going to let me shit. Well, fuck it, then I'm going to shit outside. You're not letting me anywhere to poop. What the fuck? And I got diarrhea as one of my fucking symptoms. What's wrong with you people? So I called the number up, and, the first lady was really helpful. I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. She's like, okay. She registers me, all this. She's like, well, you know what? You don't want to wait outside. They're not letting anybody in anywhere. We're going to call you at about 7:15. It was like 6:45 at this point. We'll call you at 7:15. And she said, you can wait in your car. She said, probably better. I'm like, shit, it's fine. So I'm waiting in my car, holding my ass cheeks. I must have buns of steel by now because I was like, for like, I don't know how many minutes that is, like 30 minutes or 35 minutes. I'm holding on. Finally, I mean, it was like 7:15, 7:16, 7:20, 7:22. It's getting overtime, right? And I'm like, this is bullshit because I got to go to the fucking bathroom. And it's not, I can see like the parking lot. There's no one there. There's no long line of testing. Nothing is happening. So I called the number back again. I'm like, am I registered? And I get, Shaquanda, who's just done with everything. And she's like, hello. I'm like, yeah, my name is Jason, blah, blah, blah. I said, am I registered? I don't know. Did you register? Okay, bitch. Yeah, I did. Can I know what's going on? Am I going to be seen? She's like, if you registered, I guess they'll see you. I didn't feel like calling her a vapid cunt, so I hung the phone up. And sure enough, about 10 minutes to 20 minutes after that, they call me. I go into the tent, and it's like ET, and they're all in the spacesuits and shit like that. The guy sits me down. There's a woman cuffs me right away and starts doing my blood pressure. Somebody else makes me sign a piece of paper. Then he's like, okay, so you have a fever. Yeah, genius. Can you see? You want to cook something off the sweat on my forehead right now? Yeah, I do. He's like, okay, what else? I'm like, I got the shits. By the way, do you have a toilet in here anywhere? He's like, no. He's like, he's just sitting there writing. He's like, they took my my pulse and everything like that, everything else, and then he's like, well, you know what? It's probably just like a low grade flu, but we really can't test you for it right now because you're young. I'm 44, by the way. I'm not that young, all right? He's like, you're young. He's like, you'll probably be fine. Plus, there's not much we could do anyway, so. And I'm like, okay, feel like shit. I don't even know why I'm here. Go back home, call my doctor. It's like, okay. No, I'm sorry. He called me. He's like, so what was the result? And I'm like, they told me to go home. He's like, they're fucking idiots. My own doctor said that. He's like, fucking morons. He's like, this is the problem with these fuckers. He's like, listen. He's like, they don't have enough tests, so they're just sending people home when they shouldn't be. He's like, I'm going to write you a prescription for a COVID screening test for whatever. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, should I go? I don't want to go back there. He goes, no, go to another hospital that's farther away, by the way. I'm like, okay, fine. But it was a hospital that he knew. He called the ER ahead of time, told him I was coming. He's like, what's your temp now? I'm like, it's 104. He's like, get over there. Because, the guy at the tent city told me, he's like, I wouldn't really worry till your temp is about 105 for a day or two. Oh, when I'm delirious. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I'll make a note of that. When I don't know who I am anymore and I start talking to my hand thinking it's a person, sure, I'll take your advice. You went to school really for this shit? Okay, so I drive over shivering hot, all the way to the other hospital. I get in. The woman was nice as pie. She took my information. Great. They take me to a back room. I didn't wait at all. Turned out they had turned the ER into sections. There was 2 ERs now, one for COVID suspected patients and other for, Johnny who broke his thumb and the guy who's got a jar stuck up his ass and he says he fell in it. Fine. So I go in there and a girl comes in just to kind of get some information, all that. Then nurse bitch face comes in. The fuck is with this cunt? So this Asian bitch comes in there and she sits down and she's a passive aggressive twat. You know what I mean? She sits down and she's like, so, what's going on today? Feeling bad? I'm like, no, I'm feeling great. That's why I'm here. I just love emergency rooms. They're fun. Why would I want to pay tons of money I don't have? It's just, woo! Where's my hat? So she starts writing. What was the first thing she said to me? Oh, I'm parched at this point. My doctor said, keep hydrated. Keep hydrated. I downed a bottle of water all the way there. A big bottle of water. I didn't have any more water. So I asked the nurse. I said, can I have some water? No. What? No, I have to do some stuff first. And then I'm like, oh, after that, can I have some water? No. Fuck, does she really? I mean, right now I'm asking, but sweetheart, this isn't jail. At this point, I'm going to get fucking water. There's a sink right the fuck there. But I'm just staring at her. I'm like, hey, bitch. So she comes over. She's looking for the IV. I said, oh, if you don't mind, can I have the IV right in the middle of my arm? Because I hate it in my hand. I know a lot of people don't like it in the arm, but it's better for me. I hate it in my hand. I had a lot of them on my hand as a kid. I just have to think about it. If, if this vein isn't good enough, fine. But if you can do it. She acted like I asked her to read me the fucking encyclopedia while she's doing it. I don't know. I'll go with whatever vein's the best. Okay, so one didn't get penis for about 3,000 years. That's great. So I'm sitting there, and then she goes, okay, well, I'll use this vein, because this vein's better. And she's like, and then maybe you can move your arm around a little bit. I don't know. So now I plugged my phone in a little far away from her, right? So she's putting the IV in, and she's starting the IV and all that. I said, oh, can I use my phone when I'm done? And she didn't hear when I'm done part, I guess, or she just ignored it. And she goes, you want me to get your phone while I'm putting your IV in? Yeah, let me drop everything. At that point, I was looking for a bedpan or anything to knock her over her fucking dumb, cunty, bitchy, fuckface head. At that point, I just wanted to lay her out. I wanted her to be in the room next to me. I was ready. I was going to start licking her. Just being really bad. Watch her freak out. Lift that fucking mask up. But they took x-rays, they did a bunch of shit, and then they're like, listen, they're like, we're take the test. And by the way, the test isn't like the fucking drive-through test where they just, I thought it was going to be like a cotton swab and oh no, you don't have it. You're sweet. No. They take the fucking cotton swab that's like this long, they jam it. They're like, this is going to make you a little uncomfortable. What do you fuck up? Ow. They jam it all the way up to here in your nose, both sides. I'm sitting there like tears are coming to my eyes, like fucking Sinead O'Connor, and nothing compares to you. I'm just like, okay, ready for the other side? I'm so sorry. Don't say sorry, bitch. Just do it. Don't give me the sorry because you're not sorry. You get a paycheck for this shit. Stop it. All right. So that happened. And then are we all caught up yet? Yeah, I think we are. No, okay. So I get home and the fever's still pretty bad. So I call my cousin who, again, goes above and beyond. Like, I love her to death. She's like, I'm like, listen, I don't have anything. Could you just pick me up some NyQuil or something? I've got like nothing. She's like, okay, what are the symptoms? What did the doctor say? She actually asked me all this. What's your doctor's number? What was it with the hospital that you were at? Okay, I just want this information on file in case. And by the way, you always need an emergency contact. You always need an emergency. I will be your emergency contact. Yes, I know I have 2 kids, but I also have Alexa, and I have other things that can wake me up in an emergency, so you can always get a hold of me. But yeah, okay, I'll get you whatever you need. Do you need prescriptions? Okay, do you use tissue? Yeah, oh, you just use your hands? Okay, that's fine too, but kind of gross. Okay, hand sanitizer, how are we on that? I'm like, NyQuil. I do want NyQuil. She's like, okay. Rest now. I will be there within the hour. This chick ordered on Target.com, got there in 30 minutes, came back, called me back, says, Jason, I'm going to be at your house in approximately 400 hours. Which is not that far from now. And in my time, it's about, 5 minutes. I will be placing the bag at the back door. Copy. The bag will be at the back door. You will come out of your house. You will look around quizzically. You will come to the door. You will not make contact. I will wave, and I will get back into my Honda Pilot that is brand new, and I will drive away. But if you need anything else, you will call me. But again, no contact. Are we clear? Okay, Falcon to the crest. All right, copy. Over. So, sure enough, she pulls up, beeps the horn. I come out, texts me that she's there. I go. She, gives me a thumbs up. She gets in her car. I get out there, take the bag in, and not only is there NyQuil, there's NyQuil, DayQuil, Tylenol, tissues, cough drops, Gatorade, like a ton of other shit that she didn't have to get. And I'm like, I forwarded her some money, and I get a text back from her saying, you never gave me a chance to respond before to the other text message. I said, don't forward me any money. You are family. I don't need money from you. My husband has a good job. I'm okay. You're, on the brink of disaster. Just let it be. And I'm just, but it's got to have been more than that. She's like, I'm not going to argue with you're sick. I've got children. Listen, okay, I don't know what it has to do with anything, but I like to mention it a lot. But you get better. If you need anything else, paper towels. Are you good? Toilet tissue. I will kill someone to get it. I don't care. There are neighbors who are weak and elderly. I will murder them. I know how to dispose of body without getting caught. It doesn't matter. Do you need to? Okay, I'm just saying. But yeah, and so that leads to me being here today. And hopefully, like I said, on the mend, I do feel a lot better. And I thank you for all your concerns and everything. And pretty soon, I'm going to be going live. I think I'm going to do a live on this asshole who's acting up right now. So we'll see what goes on. All right. Now off to my next video.